Hey everyone, my name is Steve, and welcome to an episode of GamerStranded. This is the show where I take two video games from any console, from any generation, face them off with one another, and decide which one I can't live without, and which one gets tossed out to sea. And the first one up, a game in which all genres of music are dead and smooth jazz reigns supreme, is Snatcher for the Sega CD. Released in November of 1994, Snatcher immediately drew me into its cyberpunk dystopian world. You play as Gillian Seed, a Japanese undercover neurokinetic elimination ranger. Or if that's a mouthful for you, a junker. This is a task force designed to hunt down and eliminate cybernetic organisms known as Snatchers for their ability to assume the identity of those they kill. If this all sounds familiar to you, well, it's probably because junkers are a lot like Blade Runners. And Snatcher definitely draws upon that movie for inspiration. But Snatcher has much more to offer than flying cars and long brown trench coats. Along Gillian's journey, you'll meet some of the most colorful cast of characters ever assembled in a video game.
Junker HQ, this is Gibson. I've cornered a probable male Snatcher. Request immediate backup.
Gillian, that means you. You better head out right away. Jean needs your help.
Be careful, Gillian.
Okay, so there's me in the background, kind of settling in there for a night of playing Snatcher, also doing the game capture along with it. One thing to note is I'm a big fan of the visuals of this game. I mean, they are very bright and clean. I just love them. I am quite impatient to move along here, Chief. And I do love a good text menu-based clicker. You know, I don't know what it is about them. There's just something that just pulls me in. I don't know. That's an awesome shot.
It's unbelievably light. You bet it is.
And then there's the voice acting in this game. I mean, it can be a little cheesy at times. I don't know. You know, I really dig it. I mean, every voice kind of matches the character perfectly.
I hope you'll put it to good use on your
Most importantly, I think one of the reasons I love Snatcher so much is it feels like you're playing a movie, like this super awesome but cheesy blockbuster popcorn flick. And next up, it's Lethal Weapon 5 in space, or otherwise. Time out. Here's a retrospective look at Snatcher. So I remember going to Zappers, which was like this cool video game rental store in like the early mid 90s. And I remember I always used to like browse the shelves. I'd spend like 45 minutes just inside the video store while my mom was waiting out in the car for me. And like I was meticulous just going through like each and every shelf. Like even systems I didn't own, like 3DO, which was like whatever, a $600 system at the time or something. But Sega CD is something I did have. And I probably rented like every game on their shelf of Sega CD. Even Star Wars chess, and I have no idea how to play chess. But, so yeah, I brought home Snatcher, I played it, and I fell in love with it, and a couple months later, probably, like, Zappers started to purge all their Sega CD games. So Snatcher was there for sale, and it was like 15 or 20 bucks or something like that, and I didn't have the money on me to buy it or anything like that, but, you know, I asked for it for Christmas, and I got it. So it was cool. You know, I have that same rental copy now, you know, all these years later, you know, it's the same rental copy. And next up, it's Lethal Weapon 5 in space, or otherwise, Police Knots. Released less than 2 full years after the Sega CD version of Snatcher, Police Knots has you in the shoes of Jonathan Ingram, an ex-police knot turned private detective. As luck has it, Jonathan doesn't hold this position very long, and is forced to make a career change after an accident during a spacewalk. This accident put him in a form of hypersleep, and many years later he is found drifting through space, presumed dead all that time. Which leads us to the storyline of the game. Jonathan's now ex-wife hires the now private detective to find her current husband, Talk about awkward.
Okay, so here we go with the game capture footage. I busted out the import Sega Saturn there.
You know what? I've always accepted the case, so let's just go to decline.
One thing to note is that this game was never released in the US, and as you can see, I'm playing the English patched version of it.
Holy crap, now I really do feel like a scumbag for declining the case.
I did play this a while ago on PlayStation 2. It wasn't a patched version, and I played through the whole game. Can't remember if I like printed out like a translation sheet, or if I just freaking clicked my way all the way through it. Probably that one. So unlike Snatcher, it's not completely a text menu-based game. It kind of has the cursor that goes around the screen, and then when you click on something, it'll bring up a text menu, which is kind of cool, you know? I like it.
Oh my god, I suck so bad. Make her jump. Oh boy.
And one thing Snatcher doesn't have are scenes like this.
So the game I choose to be stranded with, it's Snatcher. It might not come as a surprise, but I hold Snatcher to the highest, utmost acclaim. I just can't stress enough how much I love these characters. And every detail just seems so rich and spot on. And even though the noir environments of Police Knots are great, I feel much more present in Neo Kobe. The city itself is teeming with life and feels very much like its own character in this huge, expertly crafted world. So that's it. Let me know in the comments which game you want to be stranded with. And please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Thanks for watching.